Yo, what up everybody? It's Slummy here coming at you with my Destiny 2 video for today. In this video, I'm going to touch on my farming techniques for recipe materials for the Dawning Quest, and therefore after you've completed the Dawning Quest, I'm going to go over a brief overview of the recipes, my farming method, and then I'm going to touch on why it's still a good idea to make and deliver recipes even after you completed the Exotic Sparrow quest for the Dawning. Before we get started, I would love to hear everybody's opinion on what you think of the Dawning so far, so please post something in the comment below. Is there anything else you would like to see maybe next year? I know I would like to see like a Dawning specific exotic weapon would be pretty cool. But yeah, post something in the comments below, and please make sure to like and subscribe to the video because it does help me out a lot, and I am really trying to grow my channel as much as possible. So with that being said, I'm going to jump right into it here. So just a quick overview of recipe materials. They basically boil down to 3 different types of materials. The first material you gain by killing specific enemies. So for every enemy, I wouldn't say for every enemy you kill, but for every different type of enemy you kill, you have a chance to net a different green recipe material. The second recipe material you need that is blue, the best way to describe it is how you kill enemies. So different types of elemental damage can net you a different type of recipe material. Different guns that you're using, swords, etc. Swords, rocket launchers, grenades, etc. So, and then the essence of Dawning you get by completing events. I think I just already said that, but I will say it again. So basically when the quest thing starts out, all these recipes below are going to be question marked and unlocked, and you have to try to figure out how to make them. But I made a recipe guide. I'll post it in the description below, the link I mean. So make sure you check that out if there's any recipes you're missing. So in my personal opinion, so again, disclaimer, personal opinion, I feel that the best farming method for getting recipe resources is grinding strikes. Strikes would be my first go-to, and then when I get bored of strikes, I'll switch over to Gambit for a little bit. The reason why is the strikes are on a, well, strikes and Gambit are both on rotating playlists, so you're going to be constantly getting different enemies, hopefully if you're not running the same strike every single time. Plus with the strikes, you tend to have multiple different kinds of enemies within a strike. So it could be Taken and Fallen, could be Cabal and Taken, etc. So this gives you a better variety of enemies to kill. Plus there is a ton of enemies within the strike, so it increases your chance of getting the first recipe material. And then when I complete a strike and load into another strike, or when I complete a round of Gambit and load into the second round, I'll go in and switch my loadout. So I'm constantly switching up my supers, I'm constantly switching up my special weapon, just to get a different variety of elemental types, plus again, ways in which you kill enemies can also net you different kinds of recipe materials for the second recipe material that you need to create. This gives me a wide variety and helps me make a bunch of different recipes, and again, I do the same thing with Gambit. So strikes, usually if you're with a pretty strong team, can take about 7 to 10 minutes. Gambit could take a little longer, so that's why Gambit would be my second choice. But I do not like doing the whole heroic public event, then popping into a lost sector, then popping into another heroic public event. To me, I can't do 6 hours of that. It would just seem like it would be torture for me, so I can't do it that way. So my personal opinion is strikes first, and then Gambit second, because of the wide variety and different rotation of enemies you're getting. Plus it gives you a chance to switch your loadouts. So again, switch your heavy weapons, switch your special weapon for different elemental damage, and switch your supers. Just go, all 3. Every 3, just, rinse and repeat. So that would be my farming method for getting recipe materials in Destiny 2. Grinding strikes, then Gambit. Now, I've already completed all the things necessary for the Dawning Quest, but I'm still going out and I'm grinding recipe materials and making and delivering recipes for a couple reasons. One, you do have the weekly bounty from Eva Levante. Actually, there's 2 weekly bounties, and both involve you creating recipes and then turning it and delivering them to the specific person that recipe's for. This will net you powerful gear, so there you go, you get 2 chances of powerful gear. But also, if you notice, when you create recipes and deliver it to the vendors, they will net you resource materials They will also give you a chance for legendary and blue gear that you can scrap down for weapon parts, but you also get infusion cores. I haven't gotten any exotics for turning in recipes to vendors, but on top of that, you'll also unlock additional bounties for the Dawning that will net you some more Essence of Dawning once they're completed. And then again, you can constantly be turning in these recipes, getting a chance to have the infusion cores. And also what I forgot to mention is you do have a chance to get a randomly rolled avalanche heavy machine gun. So if you do have like these crappy rolls when you first got the machine gun, keep making recipes and turn them into the vendors, because they could drop a different roll of that machine gun until you get that god roll. So again, that's just a really quick video on how I farm for recipe materials. If you're missing any of these recipes here, I will post a link to my recipe guide in the description below. But again, make sure you comment, let me know how you're liking the Dawning so far. Do you have a better farming method? Do you do the public event sector grind, or how are you getting these materials, and do you feel that your method is better than mine? Because it might be. So thank you all for tuning into the video. Everybody have a great day, a great week, and a great month. Slummy is out.